Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, I'm Becky with good hair, and I didn't come up with that. The trolls on Twitter did. I'm a Bernie bro, and the Hillbots did not like that. So you can thank them for that nickname. But make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and also click the bell because you do want to be notified when I drop another video. So I have been on an anti-MLM kick lately. I just am so fascinated by multi-level marketing companies. And if you don't know what those are, some examples are Unique, Herbalife, It Works, Pampered Chef, Mary Kay. And with these companies, you have to pay to join, and they act like it's their own business, even though they're just distributors or consultants for these companies. So they try to look for new recruits to sell their products. So with these companies, you sell the products, but you're also looking for people to join your downline so that you can make money off of the people below you and their sales. So that's why people like me who are extremely against these companies call them pyramid schemes, because they function as pyramid schemes. And they will tell you that they are not pyramid schemes, but a lot of these companies are falling like dominoes, and it's amazing because they're either being forced to completely restructure their companies, or if they don't want to do that, they shut down. So we've seen a lot of that this year, which is very exciting. I wanted to talk about one of the Huns that showed up in my DMs, and we call them Huns because usually they'll show up in your DMs on Instagram and say, "Hey, Hun." So that's why we call them Huns. I wanted to talk about a Hun who was targeting a specific group of people, and I am not in that group of people, but she thought I was. And you'll find out who this group of people is in a second. And if you're not enraged when you hear what she says and how she's preying on this group of people, then you have no soul. So I'm going to be reading the messages from my computer, so that's why I'll be looking over there. This person, and I'll give her a name, I guess. I'm gonna call her Lucy. So Lucy said, "Hi Becky, I love your pictures you share and also your journey after miscarriage. I'd wanted to reach out in case this interests you. I'm not sure if you belong to any type of health and fitness group, but wanted to share in case you'd be interested at all. I have decided to do my very first 7-day challenge group that allows people to try out the shakes. Idea of a support group of women for added accountability and streaming fitness programs. I wanted to start the group before the end of the month as our focus and this was a long time ago she sent this to me, in February, is self-love and taking care of yourself. My goal is to start on February 24th. All this would involve is purchasing a 7-day sampler of our superfood shakes. You then get access to the clean week workouts, which require little or no equipment. It's a great way to get a small taste of what the groups are like and see if you have any interest. I'm so excited to be hosting it and would love for you to join me." Oh my God. She never told me what company she worked for, but when I was perusing her Instagram, she works for Beachbody. She is targeting people who suffered miscarriages. She's targeting women who have had miscarriages and promoting her weight loss shakes and programs to them. That is the most disgusting thing I think I've ever heard. Just to clarify, I personally did not suffer a miscarriage, and in the messages I'm going to read you later, I clarify that to her, but she had gone to my Instagram and had seen photos that I was posting, and I was talking about grief, but I was referring to the grief from losing my boyfriend, Patrick. I was not talking about having a miscarriage. I never had a miscarriage, but I lost my boyfriend. So that was what I was talking about in my posts, and somehow she misunderstood what I was saying. It's disgusting that she's targeting people who have had miscarriages and is telling them that they need to lose weight and get fit. That is the last thing that women who have had miscarriages need to be worrying about. So I responded to Lucy And I said, I didn't have a miscarriage. Where did you see someone say that I had a miscarriage? I wrote after that and said, I know this is a copied and pasted message, so I know you forgot to change the text when you sent me the message. But I'm horrified that this means you're targeting women who've had miscarriages and telling them that they need to lose weight. Maybe throw in a line saying you're sorry for their loss, but for real, don't send women suffering losses these messages. It's insensitive and predatory. If your MLM is going well, you don't need to target vulnerable groups of people. Thanks. Lucy wrote back to me and she was very triggered by what I said. She wrote back to me and said, it saddens me that you think I'm targeting people. You obviously know very little about me, nor do you care when you send attacking type messages. That is fine. I will show you the post that I was referencing, and apparently I misinterpreted what you were talking about and thought it showed in your profile miscarriage survivor. And then she included one of my posts, which was about my grief, and it said nothing about a miscarriage. I said something about how depressed I was, that my boyfriend was gone, and how difficult grief is. I said nothing about a miscarriage, and there was no hint that it was about a miscarriage. So I don't know where she got that idea from. She sent another message and said, I sent this to you because I belong to a group of women who have been through some tough shit. Some of them are suffering from miscarriages. And since I thought that was your journey, I was reaching out. Just ignore my invite if you are bothered by my caring nature. I call her out for targeting women who she assumes are suffering from miscarriages and telling them, hi, I see that you're suffering from a miscarriage or assume that you are, and I think that you should be losing weight, and I want you to buy my. Here's how. She thinks that that's being caring. I've seen a lot of videos from people who do anti-MLM videos, and I will put some links in the description below, but they're told to do this. Their uplines and people who are high up in the companies are told to target specific groups of women. Specifically, women are most involved with MLMs. There are men involved in MLMs as well, but with companies like Beachbody, it's mostly women. But they are told to target specific demographics of people who are going through a lot of difficult things. They are told to go after people who are going through cancer treatment, people who are going through miscarriages, people who have depression, anxiety. They're told to troll support groups to find people to target. This is a strategy that they are taught. They are being told by people high up in the company to target women who have had miscarriages, to join a company that centers around weight loss and making women feel like about themselves, making them feel like they need to lose weight and obsessively exercise. How scummy can you get? This is the most scummy, disgusting thing I've ever seen. And her attitude really drives me nuts, that she thinks that she's being caring and that I'm the one attacking her. I'm sorry. You're targeting women who've had miscarriages. I haven't had one, but I cannot even imagine if I had had one and this woman sent this message to me. I cannot even imagine how horrible I would feel. And my heart goes out to women who have suffered miscarriages who are getting messages like that. I am so sorry that's happening to you. They may be brainwashed by their uplines, but this is scummy behavior. This is unforgivable. I wrote back to Lucy and I said, if you would have even bothered to look at my profile, you would have known that post was about my dead boyfriend. Sending messages to women who are going through horrible and traumatic losses and telling them that they need to be worried about their weight is just atrocious. You did not offer any condolences at all in that copied and pasted message. Your message was offensive, and I can't even imagine how hurt a woman going through a miscarriage would be if she received this message from you. You are clearly going on the defense when I am telling you that I am offended by your message. You are not listening to feedback. I would highly suggest never sending a message like that to anyone again. It's awful, and you will be hurting others by trying to rope them into your MLM scheme. Good luck, and please consider exercising tact and awareness of the journeys others are going through. If you can't take criticism and feedback about what you're saying, then I don't know why you're in an MLM. You're reaching out to probably hundreds of people a day with your copy and pasted. And if you're gonna get triggered when someone is offended, then why are you in an MLM? You're spamming people's DMs. What do you expect people are gonna say? They're gonna get offended. So you better be ready to take their criticism. She didn't want to listen to me, and she doubled down on her attitude. Lucy said, "It's not focused on losing weight. If you researched yourself, I have a real job." It's funny that she said research because she never told me what company she worked for, but I was looking on her Instagram and I deduced that it was Beachbody. "The group I belong to has truly helped me through some horrible times. Everyone is suffering from something in the end. Thanks for your feedback, even though it is not in a constructive way. I am sorry about your loss and what you are going through. Lashing out at others will do nothing to help you heal. Hopefully you are a person of faith and can rely on that for healing. God bless. Sorry you were so offended by my outreach." Okay. I feel like I was about as nice as I could be when someone was making it clear that they prey on people who have had miscarriages to rope them into a pyramid scheme that revolves around weight loss and fat shaming and propping up a toxic diet culture. What do you expect me to say? I feel like I was as constructive as I could have been. I wanted to call you out on your behavior because it's wrong, it's toxic, it's offensive, and you need to stop it. And I also found it funny that she assumed my religion or that I had one, and she made it clear that in order to heal from loss, you need to go to your religion and you need to be religious, as if that's the only way to work on your grief, which it's not. If you're religious, that can be part of how you work on your grief, but that's not the only way. There are many ways that you can work on your grief. So in my last message to Lucy, I made sure to remind her that according to the Federal Trade Commission, 99% of people roughly make $0 or lose money in MLMs. It is a scam. It's a pyramid scheme, and your company one day will be either shut down or forced to restructure, because the FTC will come for you. These companies are not going to be around forever. And I can't wait to see Beachbody get shut down. I'm so excited. These companies are toxic, they're disgusting, they prey on vulnerable people, they rope them into these companies. If you're in one of these companies, I really hope you see the light, and I hope that one day you're able to quit and get out and find a better life, because this ain't it, honey. This is not it. You can do better. I believe in you. That is where I will end today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will also put links in the description below to some anti-MLM queens that I love to follow, so you guys can go and check them out. And I'll also include interesting articles about MLMs and Beachbody and anything else interesting I can find for you guys. Make sure that you're subscribed and that you click the bell because you want to be notified when I drop another one. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.